in. As you are coming in, drop where you are joining in from. Good evening. Welcome to our OIC Entrepreneur Meeting. I am your host and always honored to serve on the platform. My name is Kimberly Williams. I'm your business partner in Houston, Texas. I've been with OIC for 5 years now, 5 years in the game. I am so grateful because everyone here had the same reason, right? We were invited in. So I want to welcome all our first time guests. Basically, look to your left and your right. If you do not see your business partner on or your guests on, send them a nice reminder, a nice text message, a nice chat, give them a call, let them know that we are getting started. So I want to welcome all our first time guests. And for our first time guests, we have an amazing presenter tonight. He is our MVP. You will learn what that means later. He is one of our business directors in the company. He is one of our CEO business directors, and you'll learn what that means. But just know that he's a part of the massive expansion of our company. So you're in for a treat tonight because he is going to be sharing our company overview with you. So for all our first time guests, I want to bring up my brother, Mr. Noonie Rubio. Can you say hello and instruct them how they can come into your room?
Kimberly, my sister, thank you very much for that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I see Houston. Noonie, are you
Everybody
there? Are
here,
you muted?
can you hear me okay? Can everybody hear me or
I
no?
can hear you.
I
Okay.
hear
we
you,
good?
but I don't think
Yeah,
Kimberly
I
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I hear
I can
you.
hear you.
Okay.
Great. Awesome. So, all right. I think, yeah, Kimberly might be having some technical difficulties. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Anyway, my name is Noonie Rubio, ladies and gentlemen. So on the bottom of our screen here, you're going to see breakout rooms. If this is your first time here or you have a guest, when you go ahead and press that breakout room, there's going to be a join. It's going to say OIC Overview Presentation with Noonie Rubio. Go ahead and join there. And that is where I will meet all of you first time guests. And yeah, once we're done, we will come back to the main meeting here and we will rejoin you guys. So thank you very much. We see you on the next room. Okay. All right, Kimberly, back to you. Miss Kimberly back on. I think she had some issues, right? All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. She's there
Yeah,
she is.
thank you
She's
so
back
much.
on
You
track.
have to love this amazing internet, right? The weather's been bad and it's been very crappy, right? Thank you for filling in for me, my brother. I had to switch over. It wouldn't be a night if our internet didn't go down, right? All right. So all our first time guests, are they in the breakout room? All our first time guests. If you need help with getting in the breakout room, send a message and we'll definitely direct you there. So let's get our EM started for tonight. Are you excited? This is June the 15th. We have some recognition that we're bringing out tonight. Excited, excited. This is where you get to participate. Let's see here. Can y'all hear me fine? Okay, the weather's been pretty bad out here, so my internet has been acting very, very crazy. Let's see. Someone said, I need help. I need the breakout room. I need help. My first time. Can someone assist? I need one too. We have some people in the room that need some help with getting into the breakout. Check the chat, please. Okay, so are we all family here?
Yes,
Let's make sure.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's get it cracking. Let's get our recognition for the week as we kick off our amazing EM. This is an opportunity to celebrate those that are going out and sharing our mission, our vision, our purpose. So it's a celebration of excellence for the week of June the 8th through the 14th. So let's unmute. Let's get hyped. Let's make some noise. Let's congratulate and let's cheer on our partners who are out there making it happen. Let's go. So we're going to first do our personal category. Top personal recruits. And this is only for the week of June the 8th through the 14th. Let's roll them out. All right, congratulations. Leading from the front, Noonie and Linda
Noonie and
Rubio.
Linda.
Congratulations. Let's go. Let's
Come
go.
on, Kyrie. Let's go,
Let's go,
Kyrie.
Let's
KJ.
go, Mr. Jones.
Congratulations.
Let's
Congratulations.
get it.
Kyrie,
Jordan
good job,
Rubio,
guys.
Congratulations.
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 Joseph
Get it.
Let's go, Miss
Turner.
Josephine.
Come on, Miss
All right, all right, all
Cynthia
right.
Go,
Fairfax.
Cindy.
Way to
Yes,
go, way to go, way to
Go,
go.
Miss Antoinette
Pamela
Henderson.
Stevens.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Pamela
Guys,
Stevens.
congratulations.
Narcos Congratulations. Come on, Miss
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Come on.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
And Nick Lopez.
Nick Lopez.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Welcome, welcome. That's how we expand and grow, right?
Go, let's go.
Come on, two personal cues.
Let's go, Miss Betty.
Hey,
Let's
hey.
go.
Congratulations,
All
Miss
right.
Go,
Betty.
Miss Betty Hall.
Let's
Go,
go,
let's
Miss
go.
Betty. Come on, who else do we have? Come on,
Let's go,
four
Miss
personal
Audra.
Congratulations.
Wow, way to go.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Get it,
Way to
Miss
go.
Audra. Let's get it.
Let's build it. Let's
Uh-huh.
go.
Let's go, Miss Audra.
Let's look at top personal app count. All right, let's
get
see
it.
who we
Let's
have.
go. Let's grow.
All right, Miss
one
Caroline.
app. Come on, Miss
All
right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Miss Charlotte.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Selma.
Let's go.
Congratulations, Miss Denise. Congratulations,
My brother
Miss
Hans.
Congratulations,
All right.
Jeanette
Excellent. Janet
Martinez.
Martinez.
Way to go,
Congratulations. John
Let's
Robinson.
go.
Congratulations. And Karen
Congratulations.
DeVos.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
What we do
Go.
next? Let's go. Come on, Kawana.
Let's go.
All right.
Congratulations.
Great work, great work. Congrats.
Let's go, Miss
Laurie.
Congratulations.
Kimberly,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Terry,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Let's get it.
Congratulations.
Right.
Patricia,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Go, let's
Congratulations,
go.
everyone.
Congratulations.
Let's grow.
Let's
go,
go.
Let's
All right.
Add 'em
Go.
up. Add 'em up.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Add 'em up.
All right,
Uh-oh,
all right.
let's keep
Go.
going.
All right, all right.
Congratulations, Shirley. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let's get it.
All right.
Congratulations.
Let's go, let's go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Let's get it.
Way to go.
I'm loving it. Let's
Keep
go.
going, let's go.
Awesome.
Let 'em keep
Yeah.
rolling.
All right.
Go.
Let's go.
Congratulations.
Let's go, Miss Gonzalez.
Congratulations.
Amazing work.
Lisa Hinton.
Let's
Go,
go,
let's
Mr.
go.
Hoyer.
Let's go.
Let's go, y'all.
Congratulations.
Let's add 'em up.
Family.
Go. Congrats. Congrats.
Uh-oh,
All right.
All
Go personal.
All right.
Congratulations.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Families need
Congrats.
help around here.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yes, yes,
Yes, love it. Let's look at
All right.
top first personal growth production. Let's go.
Let's grow.
Here we
All
go.
right,
Go,
all
Miss
right.
Lisa.
Evelyn
Let's
10.
go, y'all.
Congratulations.
All right.
1,913.
Gonzalez.
Come on,
Go,
Gabe.
All right, let's go, guys.
Come on, my partner,
Right,
Charlotte
all right.
Johnson.
All right, we go, Charlotte.
Come on,
Congratulations.
Sylvie, 12.
Way to go, Mr.
Delma Marino, 12.
All right, guys, let's go. Good job.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Carolyn Mohair,
Patricia,
John
Way
Robinson,
to go, Mr.
my
Yeah.
man, Kawana
Wow,
Milroy,
way to go.
McAvoy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All
Come
right,
on,
all
Miss
right.
Denise
Keep going,
Bester,
Denise.
LaShonda Irvin,
Sandra,
Wanda
Wanda,
Taylor,
Carolyn.
Kimberly
Great work.
Howard. Let's
Congratulations.
go.
Go, let's go.
Oh, guys.
Howard.
Great job.
Congrats.
Come on,
All right.
Ramon.
All right.
All right.
Ramon.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let's
Great
go.
job.
Good job.
3,265. Let's go. Add them up.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's
right.
grow.
Seal.
All right, Mr. Seal, let's get it.
Congrats.
Get it.
4,45. Let's go.
Let's
Go.
grow.
Let's go.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Way to
Great
go, guys.
job.
All
Come on,
right.
and
Here we go.
Ryan, that's how you do it. Lead it from the
Congratulations.
front.
Get it. Let's get it.
Congratulations.
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 Way to go.
Oh,
Amazing
wow.
work.
That is
Good work.
awesome.
Good work.
That is awesome. Congratulations to all that were recognized tonight. And if your name wasn't on there, it's okay. You got this week coming, right? Great job to all. Congratulations. Great job,
Congratulations.
everyone. Wow, wow. Now that we got all this excitement going and we see all these dollars flowing, let's get into our training. So make sure you have your pen and your pad because we have some powerful speakers on tonight. As we bring up our first speaker, our mission speaker, because we're MVP. I'm not sure who got a hand up, but
That's
we are
me, Kimberly.
MVP. Oh,
I'm sorry, Denise Wilson wants to be moved to the breakout room.
Sure,
oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Could we help someone to the breakout room?
thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Awesome, awesome. We have any other people that needs to be moved because we're getting ready for our training. So everyone in here is family, right? So let's bring up our mission trainer for tonight. This gentleman needs no introduction. Anyway, I am going to introduce because we are constantly and rapidly growing. So some people may not know. So let me make sure I got the first name right because I don't want to mess it up, okay? So our first trainer for tonight, we're going to bring up our brother. He is in the Austin area. Thank you so much for that. He is our leader, one of our partners out here. He is killing the ERG because he is the pioneer of this training. If you have not heard him speak, you definitely want to hear him speak. And he is my brother, Mr. Gabriel Gonzalez, Executive Business Director. Let's go, Gabe.
Go.
Okay.
OIC.
Let's go, Gabe.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, Gabe.
Gabe.
Well, I want to welcome everybody
Get it.
to our entrepreneur meeting. My name is Gabriel Gonzalez, your business partner out of Austin, Texas. And I'm excited to share our mission today. But also I'm going to share my mission. And I want to thank you for participating in the process of learning and for opening up your business every single day. For those who do not know, if you're new to the company, just a little bit about me. I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas. Had the privilege to, after college, go teach abroad in South Korea for a year, taught English as a second language. Spent 8 years in public education in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Spent a year in administration. And Kim, you're right. We're all invited. There's one commonality that we have. We were all invited to the business. And, the mission, and I love it when Mary Grace always reminds me and reminds everybody, the biggest opportunity that we have on our platform is sharing the opportunity, giving somebody a chance to change their life. And back in 2012, when I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, my best friend invited me to the business. And I was able to thank him when I went to Dallas. But I always thank him because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have gotten licensed. He was the one that basically kept it very simple. He says, you know what, wouldn't you like to make extra income? And this is after I got an IUL, I got protection and I understood the power of what that product could do for me, but also how it could affect my pension as an educator. And he just asked the question, and that's one thing that I always do now is when I offer the solution, we always offer the opportunity. And he encouraged me. He said, you just have to study, and took the test, and that was back in 2012. And I did the business part time. I want you to know, and actually the person who did my introduction to the business back in 2012, I remember going to the Dallas hub, and all the new individuals who were part of the company I got introduced to the business by Rain Rubio. I don't know if she remembers, but she was there in that room giving us the overview. We got a certificate and we went back to the room, and I just saw so much excitement in the business. And, in life, we all go through things. And back in 2012, what really got me into the business full time is that I was going through a really difficult time, probably one of the most difficult times of my life, and going through a life change, going through a divorce, and was kind of just looking back at where I was at that moment, and I said, you know what, I need something new, and I took the leap. I took the leap of faith, and what saved me was the license. I want you to know that. Not only the students that I taught, going through that times, the students were the ones who kept me motivated, but the license is really what changed my life. If I didn't have that license, if I wasn't invited to the opportunity, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. And moved to Austin, Texas, and the mission of sharing the opportunity is so important. But for me, I want you to know that I was the person that you signed somebody up. I was the one that got signed up. I was the one that got sold when I was in education. Okay. And when I got sold, the person never delivered my policy, never logged me into my account, never followed up with me. And when I came into the business, I always remember my experience as the client. I remember what it's like not understanding what are voluntary benefits when you have an employer with the school, when you work with a school district. How do you start a supplemental retirement account? What are my options? I didn't know I had a pension until my third year of teaching. It was a job that made the most money I ever made in my life, and all I knew that the 27th of every month there was a paycheck going to my bank account, and I never really understood my benefits. So when I came into the business full time, and I want you to know that there was no plan B. Okay, I had a savings account of over 8 months of bills paid. I had a 403B if I needed to tap into that. Then I knew that I had some extra money, but I had no plan B when I joined the business full time. And I know some of you right now, you may be doing the business part time, just the way I did in 2012. And I know sometimes you're thinking about, transitioning this part time into your full time. And I want you to know that if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. When I came into the business, I did not know anything about life insurance or annuities. I was a greenie. I was a sponge. But what I did know, since I had no plan B, that there was no other option, I have to learn the business, and the time to do it is now. And you know what I did? I participated in the process of learning my craft. Not at the team meetings, not at the office where we had our trainings, and I didn't have the support the way we have here, but I knew that whatever I did off the field, as far as the learning, was going to help me succeed in this business. So I started going out and helping individuals, and I wanted to make sure that the people I met didn't have to go through what I went through as a client. I wanted to make sure that I was not that guy, that advisor that never followed up with me. Okay. I knew very quickly that this is the people business. And when you're in the people business, you have to create activity, you have to be a conversation starter, and you have to be a marketer of your own business. And one of the first things I did is I became a marketer of my own business back in 2013. And I haven't stopped. Every single day since I joined the business, I've been marketing my business. Now I have staff marketing my business, but I do it as well. And you have to be the marketer. It's about contacting people, and it's about building a pipeline. If you want to help people with solutions and implement our mission, you have to be a learner, and you have to go out there and contact people. Okay. Now, doing the business for myself, I did it by myself for almost 6.5 years. And when I came to Arfin and Company back in October of 2018, I basically took a second leap of faith. I joined a company because I knew about the platform. I knew what our platform can do to our community. I knew that I can impact communities with more financial solutions. I was so excited when I joined. I already knew that if I can succeed in life insurance, not working with an approved vendor, and I learned about our platform, there's no way I can fail. Okay. The 125 was nothing. I said, is that it? 125 to help more people, to build a book of business, to own my book of business, to build a business with passive and residual income, because it was the mission to help me. I knew I could not fail on this platform. Now, I always think back about my mission, my vision, and my purpose. My mission here is to build a national business, to have a team where we can impact every single zip code in the United States with our financial education and financial solutions. That is my ultimate mission, to have a team in every single zip code. There are too many people out there right now that needs help. We know that when it comes to understanding retirement, when it comes to understanding life insurance, people are not educating people. They're running a sales process. So what I did to build a business and to fulfill my mission to help people, to impact families, to create a process, was I just wanted to make sure that I did it better than everybody else out there. I had to level up my game. And I studied my market. I studied the people who were in the market with me, the other companies, and I said, what can I do to create a process where I can always go back and revisit that process? Every single day, I ask myself, what went well, what didn't go well, and what can I do tomorrow to make this a better process to fulfill my mission? Now, going back to purpose. For those who don't know, I grew up with, my mom was a single mom, had me when she was in high school. So I lived with my aunt and uncle, my grandparents, my mother. She was still a student. I was raised by my grandparents and a bunch of great aunts. But I saw my grandfather open his business when I was 2 years old, and they were my babysitters. So I spent my whole time as a kid, weekends, nights, after school at my grandfather's business. I saw him as an entrepreneur having one location, and he did well, supported our family. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my grandparents supporting me, and of course my younger brother at that time. But knowing what my mom went through as a single mom to raise, 13 years later, I had another sister, to raise 3 kids as a single mom, that's my purpose. That's why I am here, because of my mom and my grandparents. That is my purpose. And let me tell you, for over 35 years, for my grandparents being business owners, not one person gave them the chance to learn any financial education, to start a retirement account, to help them implement life insurance for their family, to show them how to pass on a legacy, to show them how to create a bucket of money where they don't have to outlive. Not one person showed them. That is my mission and my purpose, to make sure that after 4 generations of my family not moving or creating generational wealth, that it has to stop somewhere. And it starts with me. Now, for you on this call, you have to make the decision, knowing this financial education, knowing that you can change some life by saying, hey, would you like to make extra income for your family? Because you never know how that license could change their future 13 years in advance, the way it changed mine. August 6th will be 13 years of being in the business full time. And like I said, I always thank the person who brought me into the business, because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my best friend. I always thank the person who invited that person, and that was Mary Grace. For him, for my best friend to get there, it was because of Mary Grace, who worked to recruit somebody who took 3 years to recruit, and she never gave up, and she always followed up. So I'm going to share my screen real quick because, you know, it's your story. I want you to know that the second most powerful thing that we have on this platform is your story. Everybody has a background, everybody has an experience, and everybody has your story. All I do every single day, it doesn't matter if I meet with somebody in the public sector or the private sector, you know what I do? I share my story. I share my why. Why do I do what I do? I share my experience as a client, and I share the financial education, and I go out there and I'm laser focused to implement solutions on our annuity and life insurance platform. And I want to share something with you that that our company did for all of you. I don't know if you everyone got the email, but I don't know if you've actually gone through it. I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I want to share the mission of what we do here. Okay. And Kim, if you can help me out, can you see my screen?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, so over here on the business resources, you go to the business resources, marketing, I believe it's marketing or business resources, and lo and behold, we have a 2026 agent handbook. Okay. Every person who's brand new to the business, please, leaders, make sure that you show them our company's handbook. Take some time to go through the back office, walk them through the back office, and show them the resources. But what is our mission? Vision and purpose. To develop leaders dedicated to helping every individual, like yourself on this call, achieve their financial goals through financial education. Okay. I was able to leverage our company's platform, our distribution model, to make more money than I've ever made in my whole life. It took me a year and a half. I remember the date when I got the email, July 2020, and they said, congratulations for being a $100,000 ring earner. Not many people in my family make 6 figures. I want you to know that. So to me, the mission is very special because to be able to achieve this within a year and a half at our company, all I did was doing it by caring about people. I went out there and I shared our mission. I did it better than everybody else in my community. And I said, you know what? I have to level up my game because I'm going to help people. And the more people we help, you know that the more income that we make. Vision, to build a movement of 1 million leaders leading our mission. So that means we need your help. We need your help in sharing the opportunity where somebody can take their full-time job or take their part-time job, and Kim says it better than me, take their part-time job and make it their full-time. Okay. Remember, I did it part-time. And my mission is to make sure that when I help and I train and I teach, I want to make sure that I can fast forward everybody's learning by 13 years. I want to make sure that everybody on the team doesn't have to go through what I went through just to get to 6 figures, because you can do it a lot quicker than me. Our purpose, to provide a world-class platform for our leaders to achieve their purpose. And what do I mean by a world-class platform? You have to understand the power of your license. You have to understand the power of your license. You have to understand the power of our life insurance carriers, the annuity platform. Thank you, Mr. Brian Swisher, for teaching us a small business retirement program where it gets us into the small business market, adding volunteer benefits for small business owners, giving them an opportunity to make sure that they have benefits for their for the employees of small businesses, giving those the 46% of the population to make sure that we can start a retirement account for them, even though they don't have access to one through their employer. That's a world-class platform. I just did my onboarding meeting this afternoon with my executive admin with American Gold Standard. What home office is doing, I want you to know, is that they're continuously trying to create a better platform for you so you can achieve your mission, you can achieve your vision, and you can achieve your purpose. And this is what I learned at my at our first convention. I want you to know you don't want to miss the big event. You don't want to miss convention, okay? What drives us? Our culture. When I went to R&F Company's first convention, I was able to speak, be on the stage and speak to the team. And when I got on stage and I looked at the room, I realized how diverse this culture was at that moment. And I heard people speak from different backgrounds, different religions, different experiences. And I said, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too. They inspired me to go out there and spread the mission. And you know what I did? I started recruiting after our convention. It took me a while, but it took me convention to realize how powerful this financial education is, and I can't do it by myself. Not only did I start recruiting more people to our company to give them the opportunity that I was able to achieve, but what I did, I made a decision. I made a decision that I'm going to run for equity ownership of the company. The big event helped me create the big idea that, you know what, I can do it. And on December 30th of 2019, I became an equity partner with R&F Company, all because of the event, all because of these meetings, all because of leveraging other leaders and their knowledge in the business that I didn't understand. Our culture is what drove me to build a national business. Values. Who do we serve? We serve everybody in the United States. Your license can help everybody in your state. You know what that is? That's an infinite market. All you have to do is become the infinite marketer. There are so many people that need our solutions. And I want to finish with this, and I'm going to hand it back to you, Kim. What do we believe? And this culture aligns with my belief. I want you to know that. The culture of OIC aligns with my belief. You know why? Because when I came into the business, I said, I got to put people first. I got to make sure that they know that we care. And what do we believe? I got excited when I read this for the first time. People first. Everything that I do in my business is not about me. It is never about me. It's about the person in front of me. It's about the new proposed client. It's about the new team member. Everything I do on our platform is for the new person. Values over transactions. All I do is provide value every single day. And I try to do it better every single day. Leadership development. Did you know that the reason I attend meetings and events is so I can learn from others? I'm the student most of the time on our meetings. I would say over 95% of the time, I'm the student. I never stop learning, and service through education. Nelson Mandela says, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. I believe it. And I want you to think about something. And I want you to write this down. Okay? And there's four things you want to write down and you want to ask yourself. And you want to revisit this. You can revisit it daily. You can revisit it weekly, every 6 months, monthly. It's up to you. Annually. Number one, what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve in this business for you and your family? You have to have that written down. What are you trying to achieve? What is your mission? Have that written down where you can see it every single day. What is your vision? I know my vision on where I want to build this business because there are too many families out there that need our help. I know that my business will be in every single zip code in the US. And the fourth, what is your purpose? Because when things go tough and you have to take a left turn, you have to go over a hill, there's a roadblock in front of you that comes up. Your purpose is going to remind you why you're doing what you do. So, the team, thank you for letting me share my mission. Thank you for letting me share my story. Kim, back to you.
All right, let's give it up for our partner, Gabriel Gonzalez. What a powerful mission, right? Hope you learned something. Wow. So our next speaker is going to be talking about vision. And we know Helen Keller said it, what? I'd rather be born blind. Let's see. I'd rather be born blind and have vision than be born without vision. I'm trying to remember how it goes. But I say it all the time and I can't think of it. But without further ado, we're going to bring up our next speaker who's going to talk about vision. He is an executive business director. He is building a huge business. He is an amazing leader and trainer. We're going to bring it up for my brother, Mr. Suni Samad. Are you ready?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
ready?
Yes, ma'am. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Let's go.
Can
Yes,
everybody
we
hear
can
me?
hear
Thumbs
you.
up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Can everybody hear
Yes.
me? Can everybody hear me? Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. All right, listen. I had a little bit of time to talk about a lot of stuff, but I really, really want to help everybody tonight. All right. And so it's all about mindset with me. Listen, you guys, we talk about it all the time. All information is life-changing information on this platform. So I want you to show up like mentally present. Do not be formal. Do not be casual. If you are casual in this business, you will become a casualty. Okay. So take notes, get a pen out, right? Because how many of you guys have ever heard of this promotion called the Infinite Circle, by the way, right? We're talking about vision. How many of you guys got a big vision to build a big business, right? Okay. Infinite Circle, thumbs up. Put a one in the chat real quick if you heard of Infinite Circle. Okay. It's a promotion that was started by our Infinite company in January. It was launched, right? One of the reasons that our CEO, home office, they create these promotions is because they want to help you, as Gabe Gonzalez said, launch your business, grow your business. We are in the expansion era, right? So everything rises and falls on leadership. Write this down, but the first person you need to lead is yourself. Okay. Number two, I want to ask you guys this. It's the 15th of June. On paper, it says that the Infinite Circle promotion is over in 15 days. How many of you guys feel like you can get it done in 15 days? Right? Hey, whether you believe it or not, whatever you believe is true. So the people who say yes, guess what? You can get it done. The people who kind of like, listen, let's talk later. All right? Because 15 days is a lot of time to do anything. All right? But watch this. This is what I do know. Companies extend promotions. So what if OIC said today or tomorrow, we're going to extend the Infinite Circle promotion? Would you be ready, or would you be getting ready to get ready? Okay. Would you be ready, or would you be getting ready to get ready? It's a rhetorical question. Don't answer that one. Right. But just think about it. Okay. So we're going to talk about what it takes to hit the Infinite Circle. All right. Put a one in the chat if you want to kind of hear this information. Okay. So Infinite Circle, how to hit the Infinite Circle qualification by June 30th. Just understand, you guys, in this industry, if you're winning alone, you are not truly winning at all. Okay? Listen, it's no fun getting to $250,000, 100,000, and you look back, nobody else is getting it done with you. In this business, this is for everybody to write down. Leaders are no exception. Okay? If you are winning alone, you are not truly winning. Okay? So the Infinite Circle promotion is a mark of leadership. Okay? It's a mark of leadership. So watch this. The Infinite Circle, it's not a shirt. Some of you guys saw saw the promotion. It was like, it's just a shirt. Okay, so let's talk about what the Infinite Circle truly is. The Infinite Circle is a leadership and expansion milestone designed to create explosive growth within a single calendar month. How many of you guys want to create an explosion in your base shop? All right? Because the nature of this business is exponential. That's why we wake up absolutely excited every single day. Okay, we wake up early for this and we go to bed late for this because we understand that all it takes is 1 month, one week, one new recruit to change the complexion of our business. All right. So what are the qualifying periods? January 1st through June 30th. To qualify, you must achieve one of the Infinite Circle tiers within a single calendar month. And you guys, we still got 15 days. So what does it look like? I'm about to help somebody today. Tier 1, white shirt, 10 new IAAs in the base shop. What does that mean? You don't have to be a business director to qualify. Wouldn't you like to be one of the associates at the Infinite Circle table at convention? Wouldn't you like to be one of the field directors at the Infinite Circle table at convention? Hey, sometimes you got to have an imagination. You got to have a vision. As the vision speaker, I'm trying to help you with that real quick, right? And then reverse engineer it. Let's move right along. Step 1, set the goal. Some of you guys haven't even written it down, right? Write it down, set the goal. I know some of you guys right now, if you focused on it for the next 15 days, you can make it happen. The purpose of a goal is to place the odds in your favor, okay? Do not start with emotion. Start with math, start with structure, start with the end in mind. 10 new IAAs in the base shop. Put an 8 in the chat if you feel like you can get it done, all right? Step 2, get clear on the type of goal this is. Okay, what do I mean by that? Some goals in our company are going to be based on personal production. Some goals are going to be based on a team effort. Okay, this is why this is a leadership goal. Okay, this is a mark of your leadership. What do leaders do? One of the many definitions of leadership is how you can move people. Getting people to do something they would not have otherwise done had you not been there. Okay, so this is not just an individual goal, this is a team goal. This is distinction. That distinction matters because if I approach the goal through the right lens, it increases my ability to hit that goal. Step 3, okay? Again, I answered this question already. Non-business directors can qualify. Okay, so if you're tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, yes, you got to be a business director. But hey, guess what? You got to start with 10 to get to 25 anyway, right? Okay, and so step 4, understand the leadership principle. What does that mean? And I swear, if I can get more people to understand this, man, I just had a conversation with Hans Augustine about this. The leadership principle, all it is duplication. The most important word you could ever learn in this business is duplication. You can either duplicate positively or negatively into your business. Let me give you guys an example of what I was talking about. Hans Augustine, my brother. I hope he don't mind me kind of have, you're right, listen. So we were talking about 3-way calls. And I said, man, it's a lot of people doing Infinite 8, and it's a lot of people, talking to people about this opportunity, but they're not getting them on the line with the leader. And then they never hear from them because what they just taught that new agent is not to call them. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to help somebody. Okay? When you're doing phone calls to introduce people to this business and you don't leverage a leader within the first 24 to 48 hours to get that person introduced, you just taught your new recruit not to call you. Because you're either duplicating negatively or positively in this business. It's not about you. The best thing you can do here is shrink, get little, get small, get insignificant so they can be significant and make the success, and they're running this business about them. Okay, so what does the leadership demonstrate? What the leadership principle demonstrates, right? The team normalizes. If the leader makes 3, 3, and 8 normal, right, Kim? When I first got here, sis, you was always saying 3, 3, and 8 is a habit. I'll never forget that. Every call, 3, 3, and 8 is a habit. It was about who hit 3, 3, and 8 this month. Focusing on the metrics that matter. 3, 3, and 8, period. Okay, so if the leader hits 3, 3, and 8, okay, and makes that normal, the team will begin to see 3, 3, and 8 as the standard. Leadership is not just telling people what to do, it's becoming the visible proof that it can be done, right? Step number 5, be decided. There is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. Anybody ever heard that before? Okay, you ever try to tell a kid with a made-up mind not to do something? Oh man, even kids are powerful when they make their mind up, right? So you can be powerful too if you just make the decision. How many of you guys have ever made a decision to do something that you did not do? Right? If you were decided, you got it done. 15 days. I'm looking at some of you guys, field directors, you're right on the cusp, and you gave up. Put your boots back on. Put your hat back on, okay? You cannot build a serious run with casual commitment. Marry the activity, divorce the results. The leader must stay committed to the activity plan long enough for the results to catch up. Belief is the substance of all activity, you guys, all right? So 10 new agents in the base shop. So how do I reverse engineer this goal? All right? I got to get on the phone. I got to start contacting some people. I got to ask myself empowering questions so that I can get empowering answers. Who's already in my base shop? Question number 1. I don't need new people to hit this goal. That's a clue. Okay. Number 2, who needs to be reactivated? Then who can I recruit? Who needs field training appointments? Who needs help making calls? Who can go 3, 3, and 8 this month? Just notice that all of these are service-driven goals. Okay? Meaning you got to get outside of yourself and go help somebody. I'm yelling because listen, I love this. All right? Help somebody. That's all you got to do. Go help somebody. All right. Who needs belief transferred back to them? Once the target is clear, the leader's next job is to identify who can carry or help carry the goal. All right. So number 7, create a list of 10 agents in your base shop and have a personal conversation with each one. How many of you guys can do that? Okay. Absolutely. Okay. And if you don't got 10, it's okay. You got 4, work with 4. You got 3, work with 3. All right. Work with what you got. It's better to bloom where you've been planted than wish you were planted somewhere else and never bloom at all. Okay? So use leadership language. So this is kind of how it sounds. Listen, I'm making a serious run for Infinite Circle this month, Kimberly. Okay? I don't want you watching from the sidelines, sis. Okay? So I want you in the game with me. Let's get consistent with the Infinite 8. Work on our infinite list and move toward 3, 3, and 8 together. We got a deal? Absolutely, right? Then give them a simple script. Okay? This is what you're going to tell people when you call them. Hey, Tim, real quick, just wanted to ask you a serious question. Do you keep an open mind when it comes to making additional income? How many people could go ask people on their infinite list that question just 10 times a day for the rest of the month? Hey, Tim, real quick, I wanted to ask you a serious question. Do you keep an open mind when it comes to making additional income? Who's above that question? Anybody above that question? Anybody's ego too big to ask that question? Because you're really helping somebody when you ask this question. It's not about you. See, the problem is when we think from the source of our bank account, our pockets in our pocketbook, we think this is wrong because we're thinking about ourselves. Instead of the fact, Gabe, that we're about to change somebody's life. Tim just don't know it yet. And because we're a part of greatness, we got to be intrusive. Because great ain't normal. Hello. So if they say yes, great. I'm working with a gentleman, lady, by the name of, and you edify a leader. Again, it's not about you. I think it would be worth a conversation. Let's set up a quick introduction so we can hear what we're building together. When's a good date for us to talk? Okay, so the goal is not to over-explain. What is the goal of a 3-way call? The goal is to create a formal conversation, to create a formal invitation to a formal presentation. How do you make that conversation formal? Somebody says, well, I'm talking to all my people. Well, that's the problem. You're talking to them. Stop talking to your own people. Get them on the line with somebody else. Anybody ever date when they was younger, right? And they said, hey, Gabe, I want to introduce you to my brother. Wow, this just got formal real quick. We just invited a third party into this dating thing, right? That's what a third party does. It formalizes the conversation. Sometimes people are too close to you to respect you as a business owner. Third party's the best party. Step number 8, promote and define incentives. What do you mean by that? If you're a leader, stop waiting for OIC to create incentives to build your business. OIC is there to create a foundation and a blueprint, not to think for you. So we created something within the infrastructure of our team called the Infinite Club. If you hit 3, 3, and 8, you're part of the Infinite Club. $200 bonus, internal bonuses, convention reimbursements, special recognition, shirts, rank advancement, cash flow, right? Let your team know, yo, this is going to be lucrative for you. These are some of the incentives for you to go hard and run with me this month. All right? And we got a little bit of time to do a lot of stuff. Always be urgent, by the way. Don't be casual. People do not want to get behind a parked car. Okay? And if somebody tells you that you're too energetic, that's okay. Okay? They'll be all right. Step 9, be first. The leader must go first. All right? If you go 3, 3, and 8 first, you do more than hit a milestone. You create a blueprint. You become a standard. So a leader who is active has moral authority. A leader who is producing has influence, and a leader who is duplicating has momentum. Now watch this beautiful scenario. You make a run for the infinite circle, all right? And you start with 4 people. Well, they all go 3, 3, and 8 this month. Now you got 12 new agents. You qualify for infinite circle, yes? But next month, guess what we're going to do? We're going to do the same thing. Are we not going to do the same thing even if they take the infinite circle promotion off the table? We're still going to run. We started running, Keith. We might as well keep running, right? Okay? That's what the infinite circle promotion is all about. It's to spark momentum. So those people you started running with, it's like, listen, even though the promotion's off the table, right? It's some people around here making significant income. We're cash flowing a little different here, right? We got some momentum on the team. So month 2, 12 new agents go 3, 3, and 8 again. That's 36 new agents, okay? If you did it within a qualifying period, that's tier 2 qualification. But by month 3, you just created a business director. Wow. Because you shot for infinite circle, the collateral damage was people getting paid, people getting promoted, people cash flowing, and people going business director. How many of you guys want that happening in your organization? Yes? Absolutely. All right. So with that said, Kim, I'm going to turn it back over to you because I know my sis, the other Kim, has got a lot to say. So I appreciate you guys for allowing me to say
Wow. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. He just broke it down. Right? You talk about a big vision, right? Wow. I'd rather be born blind than have sight. I have sight with no vision. There it is. I know I was going to figure it out. I'm bringing it out right now. To close us out, we have an amazing sister. She is a business director in California. She is building a huge organization. I love to hear her speak. She's one of our new equity partners. She is none other than my sister, Kimberly Howard. Let's take it away, Kim. Let's go.
Let's go. I love the energy, Suni. I'm gonna try to zoom on in on there, but I love your earrings, Miss Kimberly, and welcome everybody. Welcome. You know, kudos to you guys, right? You opened your business this evening. It is Monday. Some of you guys, it's almost 9 o'clock in the East Coast. So I appreciate you guys sticking in. But my name is Kimberly Howard, and I am one of the business director, but most importantly, I am your business partner. I have been on the platform of OIC maybe a month and 5, 6 months now. And it's just been an amazing journey, right? I love everyone. This is really like family to me. But today I'm going to talk about purpose. I'm going to kind of be a little bit vulnerable tonight. Is that okay? Is that okay to kind of be vulnerable? I I did this meeting last week for our Supreme team, and it just helped a lot of people. And, Mr. Suni Samad said, hey, you got to bring this on the OIC entrepreneurship meeting. And every time you guys ask me to serve, I am honored to always serve our platform. Okay. So today we're going to talk about overcoming personal battles while building a business, right? Life be life in sometimes. And as an entrepreneur, it's sometimes hard. How do you push through when things like, your personal struggles, your financial pressure, family responsibilities? Like a couple minutes before this call, I was over here dropping off kids. Like, how do you manage things, right? Crippling self-doubt. The journey can feel impossible, but yet many of the history successful entrepreneurs are discovered that their greatest battle became the foundation of their greatest breakthrough, you guys. This is a picture of me and my purpose, my family, my two boys, my husband. 2023 was a rough year for us. We lost a child. And 3 months later, we lost my father-in-law, right? I could have stopped my business altogether, but honestly, you guys, that January, February was my biggest month in business because in my previous company, I had a small team because of this business, right? That, hey, your business doesn't stop if you build it the right way, right? I made about $30,000 that month. It was my biggest month in my financial industry. I've been in the business for 8 years, but I use my pain as fuel, you guys, right? So the double weight of building while hurting, right? What is the challenge? Entrepreneurship, you guys, demands everything of your time, your energy, your creativity, your courage, right? So when your personal struggles, they don't pause. When your business demands rise, right? They compound, they overlap and collide. So leaving you stretched thin sometimes and questioning whether you have what it takes, right? Don't you guys, put it ain't in the chat if you ever felt like that. Man, is this for me? Like everything is crumbling, my business not doing so well. Um, Things are just falling apart, but the opportunity is hidden inside, right? What if the very pressures threatening to derail you were actually forging the resilience, right? The grit in your business, right? Your clients, agents need it the most. The path through it is also the path forward. So many people who endure the hardest seasons become the most powerful builders. So if you're going through it right now, stick in because you are here for a breakthrough, you guys. Okay. So, number one, you got to accept the reality of our battle, right? The first step to moving forward is honest acknowledgement. Pretending struggles don't exist doesn't make them disappear, right? It just delays your ability to deal with them effectively. As you know, everyone faces a challenge, right? A season is not a sentence. So a difficult chapter does not determine your final destination, right? You are not defined by what you're going through. You are shaped by how you choose to move through these struggles. And remember, your story isn't over. You're here for a reason, right? I always hear people, man, Kim, this was an answered prayer, or I prayed about this. I prayed about this culture. So your current struggle is a chapter of your story. It's not your entire story. And the most powerful narrative always include hardship and then the turn. So what do we want to focus on? when we're going through these challenges, you guys, right? You want to focus on the progress, not the perfection. So waiting for the perfect moment, right? The perfect mindset or perfect circumstance means waiting forever, right? There's never a perfect time. Something is always going to come up, right? Progress, no matter how small it is what moves a business forward. So, number one, show up on hard days, right? Some days you feel like, man, I got this business, I got my 3, 3, and 8. And then other days, or sometimes even weeks and months, you're like, what? I haven't done anything, right? But some days, maybe just being on this call tonight is a victory. It's a success that you made it to this call. So, um, consistency across your emotional highs and lows is what separates you from those who build, from those who only dream about it. Okay. Number two, small actions create momentum. Mr. Suni Samad just broke it down to you guys, right? Building momentum, using that building block, 3, 3, and 8. Are you doing your infinite 8, right? Are you sending those emails? Even just, let's say, you're going through a hard time, but hey, if you just email a client, email, someone, you made a call, maybe you reached out to your agent, right? Just connecting with someone. So tiny, consistent actions compound into lasting progress. So don't underestimate, you guys, the power of doing little every single day. It's all about the commitment and the discipline, right? Focus on the 8 a day. In the Supreme Team, we focus on doing 8 LinkedIn messages, 8 messages to our clients, 8 messages to our infinite list. That's what drives your business, is creating these momentums. And then 3, celebrate every small win. And no small win, is too small to acknowledge. As Mr. Samad said, right? We recognize people that registered for convention. We recognize all these little things because, man, you don't even know what they're going through. Maybe they just had a hard day at work, and just you recognizing them, congratulating them could be something that can boost their morale up, right? So make sure that you're recognizing your team, okay? Because these small recognition, right, rewires our brain, okay, to move forward, even when the bigger goal still feels far away, right? Even if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I could, complete infinite circle. But if you start small and you start being consistent, eventually you win. As you see, the Knicks took 54 years to get a championship ring, you guys. If they can do it, we can do it, okay? And we have the blueprint. So ask yourself daily, what is one thing I can do today to move my business forward? Okay. All right. Develop mental resilience. This was really hard for me, right? Dealing with loss, dealing with grief, dealing with my children, my husband, right? Strength is not built in comfort, you guys. Okay. It is built through resistance, through the pressure of hard moments, met with the decision to keep going. Are you going to keep going for your family? That's why we have these game plan interviews and really talk about people's dreams, their purpose, their why are they in the business, because we can go back to those and say, hey, you joined the business because of this, this, and this. Bring them back to why they joined. What is their purpose? You want to learn from setbacks. Every failure contains a lesson. Okay. Rewrite the inner narrative. Replace, we're reading a book, right, called For Agreement. Your words are impeccable, right? Your words can change so much things. So replace I'm not good enough with I'm learning and growing. So the stories you tell yourself becomes the ceiling or the launch pad of your potential. So make sure that you watch the power of your words. What do you say to yourself, right? And stay vision locked, stay locked in. When circumstances are shaky, you guys anchor yourself to your vision. Okay, that's why we have these calls. We have a mission, vision, and purpose because here at OIC, right, we really, you know, care about your vision for your business. Okay, it gives you clarity about where you're headed, it gives you fuel to push through during those difficult times. And then lean into your purpose, right? Know your why. Your purpose is the fuel that outlasts motivation. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I hear things, I'm like, I'm not motivated to do that or da, 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 whatever. But then I look at a picture of my family. Why did I join this business? Right? What is my purpose? What am I sacrificing so that I can have more time with my children, right? Because we are not promised tomorrow, right? So, purpose, right? It holds you up when everything collapses, okay? People who have a strong why can endure almost anyhow. So when the road gets hard, your reason for starting becomes your reason to keep going. That's why you want to write down your why. I have it posted here on my board, right? Write it down where you could see it. You want to connect to a mission bigger than yourself. So here at OIC, a lot of us joined OIC because it had a bigger mission, right? Mr. Gabe Gonzalez went over our mission is really to spread this financial education right throughout the country. So the most resilient entrepreneurs build businesses tied to something larger than personal gain. It's not about us sometimes. It's how many people can we serve in our community, right? Is it creating opportunity for your family? Is it serving an underserved community? Is it solving a problem that personally affected you, right? Your mission becomes your anchor during these times. So write down your why, keep it visible, revisit your original motivation through these hard seasons, and let your purpose pull you through when willpower fails. 5, build a support system. I love our, OIC culture because this is where I really lean on to support. We pray, we have a prayer called Mr. Hans Augustine. He leads in the morning, right? We start off our day in prayer, but we also, break bread together, right? So no entrepreneur builds alone, right? As Mr. Suni Samad said, right? You can't do this business alone. This business, right, is something that we need to share with other people. So, isolation amplifies every struggle and silence every win. So, when you're going through it, you guys do not isolate yourself, right? Reach out to your leader, reach out to a business partner. They can provide you with the support, right? Or even to pray for you. Okay. A strong support system multiplies your capacity to endure and grow. So, here I said, hey, find a mentor. Find someone that you can trust and can guide you. Find an accountability partner, someone who checks in, like, hey, what I love, we look at who's on these calls and say, hey, how come, if we don't see that person on the call, we check on them. How come you weren't on the call today? Are you okay? Did something happen? Right? So you want to get an accountability partner. It transforms your intention into consistent action. Being accountable to someone will help you, you know, help you with your plan of moving forward. And number three is choose your circle wisely, right? We protect our culture, right? That's why we do these interviews, because we want to make sure that, hey, are you a right fit for us as well? Or are you a right, because we have a big mission here. So you want to surround yourself with people who believe in your vision, even on days you struggle to believe in yourself. Okay. That's so important. Positive influence is not luxury, it's a strategic necessity. So make sure that you're around people that uplift you. You don't want to be around people that complain all the time, right? That just drains your energy. So always be around people that have that positive energy, that continues to smile even when their days is going wrong. So always make sure you choose your circle wisely. And then turn your pain into fuel. And that's what I did in my business. I just turned my pain into the fire, right? The challenges you face, the rejections, the financial hardship you may be going through are not wasted experience. The most compelling businesses are built by people who transform personal pain into passionate purpose, right? I'm not, Gabe always says, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just passionate about what I do, right? And as you probably see, we're not yelling at you guys. We're just really passionate about this business. Mr. Suni Sumad took it on 10. He's not yelling, but he loves this business so much, and it went from his mind to his heart, because he knows that this business can transform lives. So your story of struggle creates the empathy that connects you to your clients and to your business partners, right? It builds character that earns the trust of your team. So it develops determination that keeps you moving when other people quit. Your testimony, you guys, is someone else's lifeline. That's why it's so important not to be a secret agent. People need to hear your story, right? People need to hear what you're going through and how you faced it, because you might be, that person's lifeline. When you push through and ultimately succeed, your story becomes a beacon for someone else who is standing exactly where you once stood, wondering if it's worth it, wondering if they have what it takes, right? So Brad, shared with us during our the last time, the Trailblazer, when I went there to Dallas, and he's like, hey, the women, I'm calling all the women, so women need to share more in this platform, right? So I encourage us women, right? Sometimes, I dislike talking in front of people. It's still scary to me sometimes, but people need to hear your voice. What is this testimony that you need to share? So don't use your challenges, you guys, as excuses. Use them as evidence that you have already survived the hard things, and you can survive this too. We're almost done, you guys. And take care of yourself, right? Mr. Anthony Rubio touched on this morning. It's so important to really take care of yourself. Sustainable success requires a sustainable entrepreneur. You cannot pour from an empty vessel, and running yourself into the ground doesn't prove dedication. It guarantees burnout. That's why people burn out from being an entrepreneur sometimes, and they quit because they don't know how to do these steps. So when Mr. Rubio says, hey, you got to put exercise in your schedule, actually after that call, I went to the gym. I'm like, dang, I got to put it on my schedule. I got an hour. So I went to the gym, right? So guard your health. Your physical health directly impacts your mental clarity, creativity, resilience. Invest in relationship. The people who love you are not a distraction from your work. They are the reason your work matters. So protect those relationships, right? Have family time, as Mr. Rubio said. Put it on your schedule. If it's not on the schedule, it's not going to happen. So make sure you make time for your family. Set healthy boundaries. So know when to stop too. I This is a training for myself, you guys too, okay? Because I'm learning to set boundaries. Sometimes I keep going, but define boundaries around your time, your energy, so that your business grows you rather than consuming you, right? So this is the last slide. Is just keep showing up. If you're here today, kudos to you, right? Keep building. Your struggles are not roadblocks, they are training grounds, right? Keep showing up, keep growing, and keep building. The person you became through the process is just as valuable as the success you achieve. So, personal battles may slow your journey, but they do not have to stop it, right? Perseverance is your greatest competitive edge, and you are not behind, you guys. Do not compare yourself with someone else's journey, okay? You don't know what people are going through. You are becoming, right? The process of building through adversity is shaping you into a leader your business needs, right? So trust your journey, stay in it. The breakthrough is closer than you think. So thank you guys for, I know we're a little bit over, but I got through it. I'll give it back to you, Miss Kimberly.
Let's get it.
Good job, Miss Kim.
Great job, Kim. All right. Wow, what a powerful closing purpose. Kim, thank you for sharing your story. I think what you shared is real, and you're right. Uh, your purpose drives your passion. So thank you so much, Suni. Great job on sharing the system, Infinite Circle. Keep it simple. Thank you for reminding us. Call your team members. Call your team members. Communicate with them on a consistent basis. All right, team. It is 8:17. We're going to be going out into the breakout rooms right now. So the team breakout rooms are listed. If you go on the bottom of the Zoom screen where it says more, click on your team's breakout room. But I want to thank all of you for participating in your business, for participating in the process of learning. We will see you next week at our entrepreneur meeting, Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Go out there. The month is not over. We're doing our competition with our field directors and business directors. It's still the 15th. Go out there, help a lot of families, and we'll see you next week. Take care.